Alrighty, so I no longer see anything about newspapers at this point. I just see. Okay. I just see snow. I don't get it. You're gonna have to. A more intelligent person than me is gonna have to understand. Is gonna have to explain the connections between snow and the newspaper, but I guess for whatever it's worth, I've only ever been to one newspaper. Oh no. Oh no, no, I had everything going for me and then I blew it. Oh, whatever. I've actually been to a newspaper, I don't know, factory? What the hell do you call it? Pressatorium? Wherever they make newspapers. I went to one of those places. It was kinda neat. I don't know how to describe it, but, they just have this giant machine that just is barfing newspapers all day long. And, oh, that has saw blades at the bottom of it. That's not friendly at all. So, they just have this machine that just sits there and barfs newspapers, and it just does 1 billion of them a second. And they're very, very proud of that machine that probably costs, several $100s, if not millions of dollars to manufacture. I don't know. They're really cool, and maybe I'm just saying that because the last time I went to see a newspaper was, last time I went to see, one of those places was when I was 8, and I thought everything was really cool because I was a huge nerd when I was in school. Oh yeah, I mean, I was totally the goody two-shoes kid of, oh, teacher says blank, therefore it must be correct. I trust all my teachers for everything. And I'm just super enthusiastic about school, because who wouldn't be enthusiastic about school? That was me. Good old Birdsley. Okay, let's try not to go all the way to the bottom here. But yeah, and then I think that was probably also the last time I read a newspaper, too. I have newspaper subscriptions. I stay subscribed to them because I want them to exist, but I don't actually read them very often. I have digital subscriptions to a bunch of different newspapers that I like, and I get emails that say here's our latest articles for the day, and I don't think I've read a single one ever since I got the newspaper subscription, but I still, I just screwed myself. Yep. Okay, so I've tried to go back to get the rings, but I just immediately destroyed any and all hopes that I had for that happening. And I think I'm already down at the bottom again. So the thing that I tried to avoid doing, well, didn't avoid doing it. Either that, or maybe there is a Sonic thing that I don't quite remember, where if you're close to the bottom, it will, even if you're not close to the bottom of the level, it will shift the camera down so that you feel like you're closer to the bottom of the level, even if there's more to the level down there. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the case or not. I also think no, I want that thing. Excellent. Could someone explain to me what exactly is the reasoning behind the TV screens thing? That never made sense to me, even as a little child. Why Sonic hated monitors so much? I always thought the monitors were cool. Monitors are my favorite part of computers, and I always just don't know why I'm randomly thinking about this, but I always thought, man, why is Sonic so mean to the thing that I value the most in computers? Not in real life. The thing I value the most in real life was probably, I don't know, stuffed animal. I don't actually remember. Anyway, that thought went random childhood places. This is a very, very confusing section of level here. I guess there's also a mechanic that I'm just figuring out in this part of the game, where if I attempt to jump while I'm frozen, it'll make me break out of the ice cubes a little bit faster. So if you see the ice cubes kind of start to fall apart a little bit, then that's what's happening. It's me intentionally just spamming the jump button over and over again to try and break out of it earlier. It feels very, I don't know, Very classic-y. Okay, let's see. I'm like 0 for, what am I, like 7 at this point on these bonus stages? Let's see if I can actually pull one off here. This one feels significantly easier than the others that I've been facing recently. In fact, I think that what happens as you play this game and you keep failing all these bonus stages is it just cycles them, so you get to attempt the earlier ones over and over again. Because I think there's a fixed pool. Ah, crap, I saw the rings and I tried to get them. The rings, they keep screwing me. Oh. Anyway, I think there's something on the order of like 30 or 45 of those blue ball sphere levels. And you will probably see maybe like 5 or 6 checkpoints per level. So that means that if in a normal playthrough of this game, you probably get like 2 to 3 attempts for every single stage to actually get them. I've burnt through a lot of those attempts at this point. But at least for my sake, those are account-wide collectibles. So I think that a Chaos Emerald is collected as part of your save game file, and you have multiple of those for a given, I don't know, copy of this game. Whereas I believe that for the Chaos Emeralds, I believe for the collectibles that you get for completing a lot of those blue sphere stages, I think that those are just, you know, if anybody gets them at all, like if your cousin gets them or your brother or your mom, you know, the primary gaming demographics. If any of them get it, then you'll get it just across the entire account. I think that they unlock some pretty cool stuff, too. I was looking at it briefly, and I think that they unlock things like... Well, that's fine. I think that they unlock things like you can... I unlock the ability to do air dashes with that. If I do, like, this... maybe I need a certain number of rings to do it. I'm not entirely sure. But if you... I think that they also unlock some other cool modes, like Knuckles mode and things like that. Well, I'm not going to dilly-dally. I'm just going to go to the right here. Oh. Alright. I think there might be some cool stuff. Hang on. I kind of want to go up in this area. Because I want to see if I can grab... Or get a... Oh. Okay, so I'm not... That's not happening. That's fine, it's probably a Knuckles path or something. But I think that if you collect enough of those blue sphere stages, you get to do... It unlocks new abilities for Sonic. Whatever those are, I don't know. It unlocks... It unlocks new game modes. Like, I think that I was able to unlock, like, a time attack mode or time trial mode purely just by completing enough of those stages. And I recently unlocked Knuckles mode, which I don't know, I thought I had the ability to play as Knuckles from the very beginning, but maybe I wasn't paying attention. Who the hell knows? Boy, I am not... What the hell happened there? Huh. Oh, that's what happened there. I didn't really... Ow. I didn't really do very good at a job at, like, collecting all the bonuses or anything like that in this stage. In fact, you might, if you're an astute observer, you'll point out that I didn't really do anything that entire level in terms of collectibles. I didn't beat a single bonus stage, nor did I find a Chaos Emerald. What the hell? Oh yeah, I guess I should probably talk briefly about, like, the plot of this game. So... It's something like... God, I read this. It's something like Dr. Robotnik got really, like, depressed or something about not being able to fight Sonic. Like, he lost his rival. I don't remember. He got really depressed. It's something kind of meta-y about the state of Sonic games in general. And so he invented a bunch of these, like, robots that will try to... I don't know. Damn! Ah, come on. There we are. I have to hit him while he's doing that, like his spinny attacks. If I hit him... There we are. Yeah, I have to hit him from beneath. That's the way it works. So he he invented a bunch of, I don't know, these robots, and then they turned on him or something. I don't think I'm getting that right whatsoever, but I'm getting the gist of it, so... Hooray! We'll go with that. Cool. Let's, the hell? It's plot! Wow. I think he's making another Death Star. Stardust Speedway. This is kind of neat. It's got like a... as much as the Press Gardens area felt like an ancient hidden temple, this feels even more. I don't exactly see the connection to Stardust yet, but maybe it all will be revealed to me in due time. What the hell is this thing? It's a... Well, I've got my answer. Ooh, I love those platform things. Anyway, I forget what the point I was making earlier was, but I believe I had one. Well, whatever it was, if it was good or not... Oh yeah, plot. Oh yeah, Death Star. I was going to briefly mention that. So, it looks like they're bringing back the Death Star mechanic. Boy, that, a timely Star Wars reference at this point. Everyone remembers the Death Star, right? What this? Oh, right. What you need to do is you need to stand on this thing and do a spin dash. See, that's the thing about Sonic, is it believes that explaining stuff to you as the player, the first time you see it, is supremely overrated and not something that you should be doing, ever. I only knew that because I remembered it from when I was 5. Well, I guess they got that nostalgia factor going for it. Seriously, I want to know. So I don't know if anybody else is playing this game or what, but, like, I want to know somebody else's legitimate experience of, like, is this easy to pick up sometimes? Like, these super unintuitive, just random bullcrap parts? Because they can't imagine that they would be. But hey, maybe I just don't remember, huh? Okay, can I... Oh, this creates little leafy platforms. Oh, and also a big old bitey friend. I assume that if I go anywhere near bitey friend, they'll probably, I want to say, ask me for change for the bus. And to answer that question, just gonna settle it like right here and right now. If you ask me for change for the bus, the answer is no. The hell? Oh, wow, Donkey Kong. Works. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so, I live in the city, and that's a very interesting experience, we'll say. Like, because I have to walk through just downtown of, like, a pretty populous city every single day of my life. And it like, is always weird. Like, I never have, like, a normal commute. There's always something strange that happens. Like, the other day I was at a bus stop, and this guy that, of course, I didn't know, just, like, comes walking over to me, and I'm on my phone, and then he, like, actually, like, put his hand between my face and my phone, and then muttered something like, and I was like, what the hell happened? I think that my assumption is that he was trying to teach me a life lesson about, like, hey, stop and smell the roses. Or, well, I mean, right? That's the only thing that makes sense to me, is that he was trying to be like, But I assume that he was probably trying to get my attention so he could ask me for bus fare. I don't really know, but I'll never forget that guy. And his message of... He then proceeded to do this to, like, 3 other people at the bus stop. So I do think that he was actually trying to teach some sort of lesson about, like, hey, you know, don't look at your phone too much, because everybody that had a phone nearby, he was imparting the same words of wisdom to them, we'll say. And I don't think that anybody got the lesson. but maybe I did, because he, I got to spread his message to a captive audience now. Alright, third time's the charm for trying to get this damn Chaos Emerald. This time I hopefully won't screw it up like I almost did just now. He then also... I'm not done telling the story about this guy, by the way. He then also followed some people across the street and then talked to them. And then the people that he was following and talking to, like, were totally cool with it. They were like, yeah, man, how's it going? And he was like, And they, like, struck up a conversation with this guy. And apparently they felt moved by his words of wisdom. No, god damn everything. Oh, man. But yeah, he just, like, followed these people as they crossed the street, just continuing to talk to them. And they acted like they were friends. I don't know. Boy, that was a weird, weird story. No, I think it was a fine story. This is a fine story about a weird guy. Anyway, moral of the story is, if you ever see him, tell him I said hi, and tell him that I learned something about his words of wisdom. I assume his name was... Trying to remember if I have any other weird stories. I mean, I have a billion, but it's like any that are worth sharing. Because usually my weird stories of running into some random guy while I'm waiting at the bus consists of, like, me just being like, wow, that was weird, and then that's the end of it and never think about it again. I guess there was this one time I saw a guy, like, get... I don't know how to describe it, but here we go, bus stories. Because I ride the bus all the damn time, so this is just what I see when I ride the bus. I just saw this guy, like, I don't know, the bus driver, what, was there any point to this? Okay. The bus driver, like, has to take somebody's, like, transfer ticket, and they, take it from this guy, and all of a sudden, they get, the guy that gave the bus driver the transfer pass gets, like, infuriated. He's just so mad, and he's like, don't you ever take anything out of my hands ever again. And it's like, how often do you think you're gonna see each other again? Like, why are you making it such a personal warning to this particular bus driver that, like, just like, don't ever take anything out of my hand again? Like, I think I've seen the same bus driver, I take the same route every single day. I think I've seen the same bus driver a total of 2 times. Otherwise, it's been a completely different person every single time. But, I think it was very, very important to this random person that, he feel respected when they took the... Cause those were his exact words. He was like, don't disrespect me when you take stuff out of my hands. Holy shit. I see some crazy people every single day. Sorry, I'm just reminiscing on just the absurdity of life at this point. I don't know. Aside from that, I mostly just see people, like, just get told to, like, not get on the bus because they're drunk. Those stories aren't really nearly as interesting. But it does make me respect the hell out of a bus driver who has to, like, stare at somebody who's, like, completely drunk and be like, yeah, you're not getting on this thing, because they don't want to deal with that person. I think so. I have a healthy amount of respect for bus drivers because they have to deal with basically the most insane people on the entire face of the earth. So, for anybody else who takes the bus, I don't know if you sympathize with my stories or what, but go ahead and thank your bus driver next time they see you, and they'll be like, please, don't talk to me. Because they'll just associate you with somebody who's, like, too into the bus. Because there are people that are too into the bus, too. There are people that, like, try to establish a personal relationship with the bus driver, And that I don't get either. It's like the bus driver probably would just be happiest if you didn't exist. The next best thing is if you just, like, you know, if you're gonna say hi to them or something, then that's fine. But then there's people that are like, hey, how's the day going? And stuff like that. And then they, like, go up and sit in, like, the seats for the old people. When they themselves are not old, by the way. But they go up and sit, like, right up next to the bus driver, and then they just talk to the bus driver the whole time. And it's like, are you friends? Do you hang out after bus time? Like, what? Why are you so friendly with the goddamn bus driver? And it's every time. It's every time. It's just always different people, and they're always like hipsters too. Like, it's always these douchey 20-year-olds that like feel like, I don't know, maybe they're outgoing or whatever, and they just want to hang out with the bus driver because they want to be friends with everybody. And the bus driver, always very patient, is just like, yeah, my day's going good. Thanks for asking. And you can clearly tell that they're just like, yeah, my day's going good. Please stop talking to me. Please. And lo, they do not stop talking to the bus driver. Well, there you go. I got that out of my system. Boy, I didn't know I had such feelings about the bus, but when you ride something every day for a year straight, I guess you, well, that went poorly. That's just my observations on life. The story is amazing. You're subbing. Oh man. Okay, that's good. Ah, Jesus. I'm trying to think if I have any other noteworthy things to rant about in terms of the bus. Huh. I just killed this guy's twin. Usually if you do that with somebody in real life, they get pissed. Oh. Usually they don't shoot a laser beam at you, though, if you do it in real life. I don't know. Maybe you need to kill more laser beamy people. Should be able to kill this thing before it fires its beam off. Nope, never mind. Yes, there we are. Hell yeah. So I guess the strategy is... What the hell am I don't actually know if there's a legitimate reason to try and hit him a bunch when he's in little phase like this, or what, but down to one ring, which is fine, I can deal with that. I think I literally just get 100 points, and then that's it. Points are worthwhile. Uh-oh. Lord knows everybody wants to compare their high score in Sonic afterwards. Yeah. Nope, can't think of any more bus stories off the top of my head. And yeah, I guess that wraps up this Act 1 here. What the hell is happening? I don't know what the hell is happening. What, was it all a dream or something? Am I gonna wake up and it's gonna be black and white? Oh no, this is me apparently getting on the Stardust Speedway. Well, we'll investigate this Bowie-like nightmare scene next time. Thanks for watching.